Cheers. Yeah, Mr. Mayor, I didn't get a chance to finish my question of you earlier, but I'm glad I could hear your answers to the Labour Assembly members, because you did mention that after 2.5 years, people understand the reality of the European Union, and the European Union is falling apart. I mean, Italian and German banks are nearing the point of collapse. In France, there's civil unrest at protest at some of the measures that the EU has brought in with carbon tax and so on. So people all across Europe are very unhappy with the European Union. Now, I know that you support a people's vote. It's not likely to happen because we're probably going to sail out on WTO rules, which is the best thing for the country. But as the chairman of the board of TfL, TfL has allowed some advertisements for the people's vote to appear in Westminster Tube Station and other places. Isn't it wrong for them to allow such blatantly political advertising on such a sensitive issue?
No, I mean, TfL's policy is quite clear. Adverts aren't allowed if they promote a party or political cause or are electioneering. And the advert you refer to doesn't promote a cause associated with a specific political party. I wish it did. And I will continue to lobby my party in relation to this any The advertising space was paid for by People's Vote, which again is not associated with a specific political party. If any of the organisations that you support, as long as they abide by the rules, they provide copy. I'm sure TfL and their advertising partners will look at their draft adverts as well. Okay, thank you, Mr. Mayor. But I have the TfL advertising policy here, and it also says that an advertisement will not be approved if it is likely to cause widespread or serious offence to reasonable members of the public on account of the product or service being advertised. I mean, these advertisements for the People's Vote are of a gross offence, not just to the 17.4 million people who voted to leave the European Union, but also to democracy itself. Shouldn't the adverts be banned on that basis, Mr. Mayor?
Such a snowflake. He's been triggered.
You actually had a question there.
Okay.
It was a question. It was a question.
If the Mayor doesn't want to answer, I'm really out of my time nearly, so we can...
Well, all I'd say, Chair, is I'll explain what the TfL policy is, and also remind in a gentle fashion to the Assembly member that there are far, far more people in London who voted to remain than voted to leave.